Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Okay. I guess we are here, and you unmute your mic. There you go. Unmute your mic. There you go. All righty.
We're live.
There it is. What's up, people? What's up, family? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back. I hope everybody's well. Okay. Fully loaded. I hope everybody's well on this March the 6th. 2024. So they say in the Gregorian meaning of it. So enough respect. What's going on, sister? Hey, what's happening? You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Chilling, man. Everything is good. Everything is copacetic, like we used to say at Jamaica. Copacetic. Everything cooked and curried. Ready and boiled potato.
Everything set up.
Everything set up nice. Yeah. So this has been a wonderful week so far. We're on Hump Day, family. So I hope all of you are humping and have a good time while you're doing it. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the moment. That's all I can say. And remember, please like, subscribe, share, and comment respectfully. And again, I need all of you to like, subscribe, share with at least 5 or more people because it's only us today. And, we got a big show coming up next week. So that's going to be fun to finally see this young lady on my platform. I've been on her platform a few times. So I'm honored to be on her platform. She's coming on our platform this time with my dear Kerry-Ann Ingram. We're going to have the one, the only Hadia Barbell will be in the building. That's right. Look at that, a round of applause. Yes, if you don't know who Hadia is, family, next week we're going to have her. She's an Emmy award-winning person. She's worked with the Wendy Williams Show, and of course, what's going on with Wendy, I might touch that, but I'm going to ask her first because I know that's a serious thing if you watch that type of if you watch those shows. I haven't watched it yet. I've just seen clips, and I've been on Wendy's network years ago. Me and her used to work on the same network. So whatever's happening with Wendy, let me tell you something. Her producer, one of her producers back in the day, asked me to do a numerology thing, insight on Wendy, and I pegged it. And sure enough, that's when she was dressed up like the Statue of Liberty and fell out. I told him that I told him before it happened that she was in one of those health cycles that can take her down that road. So boom, here we are now with a lot of that. And although we're not celebrity driven by our show, it's really about healing vibe. And Wendy had access. She had access to Dr. Sabi. Her son was suffering from herbal smoking the K2 marijuana or one of those crazy marijuana, and they sent him to Dr. Sabi, and he got cured from it. And now he can speak the way he speaks, articulate but that joint turned him to a zombie. Turned that boy into a zombie at that little young teenage age that he was. So when people that have access to usually don't probably take advantage of the access, and that's the problem. People don't take advantage of the access and really, I've done shows with her. I was supposed to do MC a show with her, but what happened, it was like back in the day, Miss Jones took over instead because Wendy couldn't make it. Is what it is. But I've been on the same network with her, and I worked with her close friend, what's her name? Karen Hunter, good friend of mine from back in the radio days. So I've lived, so to speak. I've lived. And I got to say, I learned some things from Wendy, and some things I disagree, some things I agree, but I learned some things from Wendy, and whatever she's going through, may the Creator and the ancestors continue to guide her and take her to the next level of wherever she's supposed to go with that. I don't wish no harm on bad on none of them. I just wish that when they do come back to this realm, they do better on another level. Because this is if there is such thing as a reincarnation, get ready. You'd be reincarnating in the years of the 3000s. You know what I'm saying? If I come back, I'm gonna come back in the year 3000 or 4000, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna read my own book, and it's gonna stimulate me to get back into it. I know it.
You're gonna be like, this sounds very familiar. This sounds like something I would have written if I was a writer.
Exactly. And I've and that's funny because I've read things that just took me back into time and like, what the hell? Why is this book drawing me in? And I've never been caught up in novels and street literature. I've always been caught up in either science, metaphysics, or history. So it always pulls me in. So it is what it is. How you doing?
It's funny. I was trying to go live on Instagram, and I seems to be having some Instagram issues.
Oh, mine is doing quite well. I see people are coming up on mine. I don't. What's going on with you over there? Don't worry.
Do you see me live?
Huh?
Am I live on your
end? On Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to check. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. But go ahead and talk while I check. So people
that was the only thing. I'm trying to
make sure they.
How's everybody do? I can't see the chat, but how is everyone doing?
Oh, you can't see the chat?
No. How is your Gregorian 2024 treating you thus far? It's funny. This week has been a challenge, an emotional challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And where the planets were or are was a part of that. And I'm so grateful that I have a community of wellness and spiritual besties, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I reach out to them, and it's the same feeling. Everyone is experiencing a similar experience. Emotional upheaval, people popping up in their lives to create disharmony or to throw them off their game in a sense if they're not prepared. Old wounds are surfacing for us to deal with, and I feel as we really embed in March, we're going to be feeling more of this too as we move towards April 8th. This spring, the new year is going to really usher in some deep cellular and soul change within the collective. So we're in a really beautiful time, a really powerful time. So my advice to all of you is not to focus on anything negative, not to allow the low emotions, which it's easy to do. It's easy to be overpowered by them. And when we allow them in, they infest us and they can just wreak havoc. So whatever it is that you do that bring and raise your vibration back into joy, back into peace, I encourage you all to do that and focus on that. If you need a reminder, write yourself a note, put it on your mirror, put it at your desk, wherever, so that you remember. Set an alarm on your clock, on your phone. Every 20 minutes, it alarms to remind you who you are, how great, how beautiful, how powerful you are, so that any low vibratory feelings, beliefs, sensations that's flowing through you won't take full effect. Yeah. That is really, really powerful for us to do. What do you do when you're feeling low? King Simon?
Go ahead, keep on talking. I'm trying to do something, fix up this thing. Go ahead, do it. Keep on. Go ahead, because I'll
Oh,
be right with you in a few seconds. Give me a few seconds. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
Um,
asking you a question.
no, I know, but yeah, but ask the audience. Tell them to come up, and then I put out. I'm trying to fix something on my side here too. That's why I put you in the front. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but damn. Go ahead.
Um, I
Um, yeah. Okay. I think it's ready. Hopefully, there you go. Yeah, I don't see you on your Instagram. It didn't come up. I don't think so. No, yeah, it did, but it says it did, but I don't see it. I don't see you.
yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah, but whatever. It might record, and then you could just share it after because it looked like it's recording. It is
Oh, really?
recording. Yeah, but you might just be able to share it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What I do when now repeat that question. I didn't get the
I said,
full
what do you do when you are feeling low? Your any low energies pursue?
music. Music is my my go-to as,
Hmm.
and in the yard or in the yard or just sitting in nature. That is my
Hmm.
go-to to say. But definitely music have saved many lives. When I say many lives, I'm talking about many of my lives. Music has
Hmm.
saved me numerous times. So, if you want to, if you have no time to be setting clocks and doing what you got to do, as that should be a part of your apparatus, then use music or use, go into your affirmations, play whatever you got to play, whatever makes you happy, whatever you feel good. Wherever my spirit goes, I'll throw on. It'll tell me to play a song, Ain't No Stopping Us Now, or Love is the Message, or a reggae song that also kept me at a high level with Luciano or Tony Rebel or Marcia Griffins. I might play anything that stimulates, keep that energy inside of you,
Hmm.
wanting to find balance or to remember to take you back into that time when you're happiest. You go back to
Hmm.
those moments because that's what music is all about. So that's why people would play 70s music or 80s music when there was good, vibratory music out there. Just because even if you go into clubs now, people are still playing stuff from the 90s. And I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, that's why I don't go into clubs because I could just go on Instagram and hear what y'all playing. I'm like, really? I'm still playing this? I left that 10, 15 years ago. I was out of there, go almost, we've been playing, y'all still playing the same thing. So, and I remember one time going into a nightclub just to visit the owner because the owner and I think he owed me some money or something. I had to go deal with that and all that kind of stuff. And the same guy, after all these years, same corner, dancing the same way in
Seriously?
the same club. I'm like, I
That
looked
brings them joy.
I'm like, you don't leave? You don't leave. So I'm in and out. I
Maybe
was just in my
maybe
out.
that's his happy place. Maybe that's his saving
That's
grace.
maybe that's his happy with a more likely with a spliff in his mouth and all that kind of stuff. And that's their happy place. In clubs, it used to be my happy place to get away and from certain things. So I
Yeah,
understand that. That's why I understand that culture very well.
yeah.
People can dog it all you want, but it became a hell to me because I wasn't in it anymore, and my
Mhm,
vibration had risen beyond just dancing and buying liquor and chasing women. It was
mhm.
beyond that. So now I didn't do that. So that
It's
was
funny.
yeah,
For me, it's running,
yeah,
being in
right.
nature, going for walks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like I've set up like affirmations on my phone to remind me, hey, you're amazing, girl. In case you
Mm-hmm.
forgot today. Um, but speaking of music, Fila, Fila Kuti,
Yes.
that like his music has
Mm.
such a powerful, like resurrective soul fighting power over me. Him and Bob Marley, like Bob Marley and the Wailers are just like straight
That's
Bob
funny.
Marley.
Both of
Whoo!
them, both of them born under that six energy, so that's interesting.
Oh,
The
that makes.
fella is born October 15th, and
Mhm.
Bob is born February 6th. So usually that's six energy. Even the guy that sings I love you, cause I love you. That guy born the same day as Bob Marley too. So that one song of love has transcended multiple eras.
Yes.
Just because I love you. Just
Right.
that's all he was singing.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And then when you go to people like Minnie Riperton, who was born November the 8th, um, la 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 la
Mhm.
la 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 la. That song made me cry for at least 45 minutes straight one time because it was so healing. But I something told me to turn it on, and I didn't know I was so open to it at that moment because I've never
Right.
been that open to that song. Although I've known about Minnie, I knew how she died and transitioned from this realm through cancer. I know the story. I watched the documentary. That moment during the pandemic, that's when it just
Mhm.
laying in bed listening to it. I listened to it over and over again, and that song
Mhm.
had boo-hoo tears. House is
Oh,
empty.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, man, I said, this is a powerful song.
And isn't it like it just shows the depth of the vibrations that music carry in its tones and how it
Mhm.
is so wise that it knows where to go in your body to
Mhm.
help you release whatever stuckness and stagnation that you had
Right.
through tears or through whatever else that, would feel really in alignment to do.
Mhm.
And yours was tears, which is amazing. Uh,
Yes, it was an amazing thing because I really didn't realize that I was holding and pinning up so much stuff about love in my because when you grow up with a mother that was not really trained to say I love you but show you that they love you. That's certain Jamaican families are like that. They
mhm.
wasn't trained to say I love you. They trained to show you that I love you. Food, clothing, shelter, and all that, and then they'll write it in a card. I
Yeah.
love you, but that wasn't all that I needed. I needed to hear. So when I hear Minnie Riperton, I would stop and listen to her back in the day, and then
Mhm.
I was like, a powerful song. And
Mm.
then when that song came on at that particular moment, I don't even remember the day, but that
Right.
frequency of that person dropping that type of song that I think I can if I had the high pitched voice, I probably could sing that voice. I could
Oh,
sing that song straight through.
right,
'Cause I know what I know what it is, you know.
right.
So those type of songs that keep you, because my mother always said that I was a loving child when I was, and I
Mhm.
know that from the frequency that I was born, being born in February, that number two energy, part of that month that deals with love and watching
Mm.
and wanting to see companionship and balance. But when you're void of that and it's pulled away from you or yanked away from through divorce and all that kind of stuff, then it holds on that damn, I miss that. We don't
Mhm.
see that. We don't see family like it used to see family before. That house was a family house. Matter of fact, that my house that I lived in was added up to a number six, which is the number of family. So it's just how everything just coincide with a lot of the vibrations. And when I looked at everybody that lived in the house, the numbers all coincided with everybody in their own way. What I'm saying? I was like, okay, this is interesting. You
So I
look
have a
back.
question.
Question. Uh-oh.
That you grew up in that environment, and when you were young, you didn't know, you didn't have the words to articulate that you were lacking something. You knew that they were supposed to provide more. Do you feel that in your older years, when you
Mhm.
stepped into adulthood, you then got into relationships looking for that you didn't receive as a child? That
Yes, you would definitely naturally want to vibrate to that being what they call be appreciated, but
right,
also showing appreciation not by just giving me food and dinner and your body per se, but also showing it through your words. Because
right,
that's why sometimes it's very you have to be very careful who you say I love you to, and
fact,
realize that it's not you can't expect anything because no, I'm not here to fix no one's life and you can't fix my life. We have to
right,
just make sure we better our life so we can meet together so
right.
we could all grow and complement each other to be better. And as a matter of fact, big up to Dr. Maulana M. Wali Baruti, who wrote the book Compliment, a brother that today is his birthday too.
Hmm.
So big up to him, happy birthday. And he's born on the 6th. So that him and his wife has been together for 30 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
and she's a Libra and he's a Pisces number 6. She's a Libra born September the 28th. So
Mhm.
yeah, so seeing that union and watch, and that's why I don't have single people as my consultant when it comes to relationship anymore. I'm sure they can offer some information, but I got to talk to Phil Valentine and Nalani Valentine. I got to
Right.
talk to Professor Smalls and Mrs. Smalls. I got to talk to Ashra Kwesi and Mary Kwesi. I got to talk to Professor Jeffries and those people because they've had marriages for 20 plus.
Right.
53 years is Professor not Professor Smalls, Dr. Jeffries. It's been going on 60 years of marriage.
Wow, that is like record, like record.
But you got also it's really not. It's so funny. She said record. It's
Record
really not.
breaking.
But those people in that era, that's what, but you got to remember what he went through with the Jewish community back in the day and all that kind of stuff, the attack. So to have a strong cultural wife next to him, who was also a doctor in her own right, Dr. Roslyn, the attack, they had to have the Sons of Africa protect them and all that kind of stuff back in the day to make sure that the threats that they were getting from the community. I mean, like we was talking to Hashima Nzinga's wife, Janine. Those, when you are with people that are there to do something, and if you're a woman that's there to do something too, or you're going to have a strong man right there next to you, like Sister Ava Muhammad, her husband Darius, he let his wife shine, but he watched her back and kept make sure you can't, anything that came through to her, you had to come through me. And
This
that's balance,
right. And like where we are today, that is lacking because
yes, it is.
we no longer have that structure. I always go back to rites of passage, where you trained the community, you trained the young ones of how to be, and they were trained by the elders of the community. We don't have that, and learn this idea of love, this like Hollywood Disney idea of love has ruined us all. That
Yes,
is so fake,
Cinderella.
right? Like
That's
women
right. Yes.
aspire to have this white dress, walk down this aisle, to have this princess theme, life, and not realizing that that is a blip in the whole idea of a marriage, of a union. It's a partnership. You are supposed to have training of how to come and work together to weather all of what life is going to throw at you, how to build a family unit successfully. And that to me is the true pillar of what love should be. It is union. It is partnership. This like prettiness that goes like it doesn't make sense to me. My brain is like, what?
By the way, your thing just came up on Instagram, so that's good. I just see it.
I redid it. I had to like
okay.
it.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, it's so fake, and it has completely ruined our little girls, like, and I can speak for this because I had the full Barbie sets. I had all the dollies, I had their dresses, I had the princess house. For a short time, I wanted the princess wedding. And then when I got into my teenage years, I was like, that's bullshit. I don't want that. Like, no. And it might have been because I experienced my parents' wedding, which was this fairy tale wedding. My mother, they had like so many bridesmaids and
a lot of bridesmaids
and groomsmen. Like it really was a princess wedding, massive, just like massively redonkulous. And I saw that and I was really turned off by that. It was beautiful, but somewhere within my spirit, I knew that.
Right.
And yeah. So what do you like? How do you think that we could rectify this whole idea of the falsehood of that fairy tale? That has,
I mean, if you got to, Dr. Laila Africa, may rest in peace. He said something at a class about 10 years ago. He said it's probably going to take another 400 years to get it out of our system. It's because they put us in 400 years of this.
Right.
So it's now, it might take another four, but it's good. It's generation. If generation is considered 30, 25 to 30 years, if you're not creating the generations that's going to do that, then that's,
Mhm.
so we're going to have to adapt to what's transpiring now.
Mhm.
And hopefully through our seed and our children's children's children, that it'll come back, those who decide to have children or not have children. It's going to come, because you got to, one thing about the earth, it's a school of lessons, but it's also a school of hope.
Right.
And the only way we could see hope is by, those who are willing to have children to produce those hopes, that, because even if it skips a generation, so it's still in the blood somewhere. And if quote unquote, from a biblical perspective, if Mary decided to abort Jesus, we wouldn't know the greatness of what that was. Or abort, let's say Harriet Tubman's mother decided to abort her, or Nanny's mother decided to abort her, or Cujo's mother decided to abort him. We would not know, because we did have herbs for all of this. We had herbs to abort. A lot of people don't realize we have those type of things. We could have done those type of things. But people created a paradigm and a ripple effect in our life to want to keep on moving on and moving forward, to reflect the natural divine masculine and feminine of hope. That's why the universe is constantly creating. It's constantly, yin and yang is constantly doing what it does. So when men and women don't want to copulate, or don't want to find each other, and don't want to work on themselves to be able to mate with somebody, then that's when the earth will die. That's when the universe will stop, because we don't want to do it no more. Something is happening, because we're part of this universe. It's micro and macro. So if you stop, that's why the old magazine of 2017, they realized that Europe was not having children. They send black men over there to impregnate some of these women. Or they playing boys to men to give them stimulated, to get them. This is in a magazine, Time magazine, back in 2017. Because they wasn't, their birth. Huh?
Now the narrative, and it's not only now, but now it's more rampant. It's about overpopulation and getting rid of
now it's very exactly
the population. So my understanding is that we're souls, and we, like, we don't die. We can't. The soul cannot die. It's an energy force. But to come into this body, this portal, is how we experience this dimension. So if we are aborted, there's another opportunity to come into this again because of the cycle, unless they stop everybody from being able to be portals. They cut that off and somehow take that technology away from us.
They're about to do something. They're about to do something. You're right.
I know, right? Like women, womb men. We're all men, but there's us with wombs that are charged with the responsibility to bring life into this to be the portal to bring life into this dimension. So if we abort a life that was supposed to come here and be, like the Malcolm X or the Sojourner Truth, they will find a way to come back at another time. That has been my belief, and it's a comforting belief. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's good, but everything has its time period,
Yeah.
And somebody asks about your family. You want to read that? The sister just asked.
The marriage ceremony not add up to the success of the marriage with your parents that turned out. It did, like for them. I can't speak about their relationship because I don't know, but they're still married, and this was when I was probably 10. But for me, something within my soul clicked and told me that is not the reality that I want to live.
Right.
I believe in union. I do want a union, but the westernized marriage where you're not married to your partner, you're married to the state, the government. I don't want that. I don't want, I want a private union with my partner, with our families, because that's who I'm going into union with. With the creator, with source, the family, and my partner. So
And people, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And comment respectfully. We don't allow the trolls in the building. I remember I tell people trolls, I will definitely get rid of you. Big up to Jackie Braden. Jackie's a person that I'm going to be interviewing. So let me show her
nice.
flyer real quick. Big up to Jackie. Yeah, we're going to have you on from Nationwide Direct Lender, Voltage Mortgages, Life and Health Broker, Voltage Financial Services, and published author. She'll be on. That's the only time I was trying to get on one of our Wednesday, but she said Sunday is the best time for her.
Nice.
So I gotta do it. If you want to come on and help me interview her, that's probably because she's about that business and how to do her thing. So big up to Jackie.
That's awesome.
And we got some great people. Like I said, we got Hadia Barbell coming in. Hadia is gonna be a fire. This is my girl. I've known her since I was 17 and she was probably 10. I know her mother.
Babies.
We go back. She was just, she was just young, I think. And so I've known her since she had glasses, thick ass glasses back in the day. We're going to talk about that because she had a little eye stigma back in her day. So, but I understood, especially when you're dealing with the numbers. And so we're going to have a candid conversation with her on next week, Wednesday, right here on the Healing Vibes show, because she do the glow up and all that. So everybody knows her from doing that. And like I said, she was an Emmy Award winner for Wendy Williams show and all that. Good friend of mine since we was children, young. She was a child. I was just a teenager. But she's always her brothers and sisters always used to like to play with me because I was just that fun loving person, And big up to Whirler Girls, the female R&B female reggae group. They're gonna be on with me on Sunday, March the 17th. I try to get them on Wednesday, but they don't. They said Sunday is best for them because some of them work during the week, and I understand. Understand they work, and these girls, Whirler Girls, I got a major story with them because and they helped to boost my singing career back in the day. And
really?
they've always been a very intricate part, and one of them is born the same day I'm born, so it's so it's funny to see them coming right back out to sing again. And now they're starting to hit the charts, and they've made it on the top 10 charts recently. So I'm not thinking. I'm telling them I'm not thinking about coming back to sing. How many people reach up and say, "Simon, you should sing again," because I was in those charts. But I'm like, give it to my son. I'll do my new ovation, keep it moving.
Does your son sing?
Oh yeah, he bad singer. Woo! That's the one that sing that. He's the one that sing that new motivation song.
Okay.
The one I was playing, but I had to take it off only because of the algorithms and the rhythm that we purchased is still going back to Burner Boy, and they keep on flagging the station, the channel play, so I don't play it anymore. But believe me, family, on the private link to this audio book that's going to be recorded this week, I'm going to start off that particular link with that song, and it's a private link, so they can't flag it. And it'll be available. The raw version will be available free through my link tree through a private link. But the one that's going to be mixed down with motivational frequencies and all that, that's going to be on all platforms to purchase. So you can get the raw one for free, but if you want to hear some stuff, we're going to do it my son and I are going to do it because he has a recording studio. I always shout out his recording studio, him and his partners. They have 3 different recording studios throughout New York. So big up to them. And y'all got to hit up my girl here. Kerry-Ann is doing her thing. You know what it is. She got the Kerry-Ann Ingram.com. Of course, make sure you buy one and get one is that still on, that sale?
Yep. This is for the Healing Vibe family only.
Yes.
So just let me know.
Only the Healing Vibe. You got to say you heard it right here on Healing Vibe to get that 40% off now. Text, get that reading, all right? And also she got Elevate Your Physical, Mental Well-Being, Distant Reiki. It works if you use it, family. And she does. Tell them quickly about that real quick.
So Reiki is the universal healing energy. It is within everything. It is the source, the oneness. Mm-hmm. So that is what we tap into. It goes into your body and it locates any dis-ease, anything that is out of balance, and it regulates it, removes it, or disintegrates it. Reiki is the most incredible thing. A quick story. I used to be I even can't believe this myself. I used to be a chain smoker, like cigarettes.
You used to smoke? Wow.
Yes, I know, weird, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Cigarettes?
Cigarettes.
I
Ew.
can't even see you smoking cigarette because I tried cigarette once and I coughed that and I threw that shit away. Never did it again.
It was so, yeah. And I was a chain smoker. So
Oh,
I
God.
would smoke a cigarette and, like, in groups. And I would just pull another one, use the ending to light my other one and continue. And if it was a snowstorm day and I ran out of cigarettes, I would take the butt that I had in my ashtray and re-roll, like, like really Jonesy type of.
That's that 9 alignment. That's the number of one of the numbers of addiction. That's
Oh my
interesting.
God. Like it was bad. And I hate, another crazy thing is I hated the scent of cigarettes. So I would always smoke and plug my nose.
Really?
Yeah. Hated
Wow.
it. Hated it. And
Hated it.
nobody could tell that I was a smoker because I, had the washing of the hands, the mouth, the wet, the brush, all of that. But my first level of Reiki training towards my master, which is 4 levels, the energy of that addiction was removed. And it was removed in such a violent and intense way where I had no choice but to listen and acquiesce because it was going to take me over in a negative way. So it removed it completely from my body. I have never touched it since. This was December 2012. I have never touched a cigarette since, except for a couple days after, where I found my stash cigarette and I had to test it. And I coughed up a lung. I threw up. It was horrible. And that moment create an allergy within me where I can smell it, miles away. And I'm like, ugh, aversion. So Reiki is that powerful. It removes things with the right intention, with the right connectivity, gone. So yeah.
Good. Could get that a round of applause. Hey, a chain smoker. Whoa, Lord. Now I smoke weed. Now that was my thing, but not no damn cigarette. I was like, whoa. Yeah. I tried it once in a train station when they was allowed to smoke in the New York train station, and then I choked, and that was it. It was over. People, if you want to hit us up at our Linktree/Kerry-Ann Ingram or Linktree/King Simon, the numero. I'm going to pin it to the top so y'all can see it. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. If you want to hit us up for our services, you can do that. I'm going to pin it to the top. It's at the top of the chat. So if you want to do it, you want to book anything with Kerry-Ann. And she also has jewelry. She has some healing jewelry that she can help you out with. I think, let me get that fly. I think I got that fly here. There it is. Hold on 1 second before you start showing stuff. Now start showing your stuff. Okay, good. There you go. Put it up.
Yeah, so like this is a jade necklace made with copper.
You got to come closer and kiss the camera, girl. Come on closer because there you go.
And these healing bracelets. And how it's really funny, not really funny, but how I started making them, I was going through an emotional upheaval. And crystals, I've always been really close to crystals and gemstones. They really help me to regulate my energy. And that's how Key of Kai was birthed. So yeah, just these stones and to help just with the regulation of heart health, environmental, removing negative ions from your environment with the shungite.
Yes. So let me ask you a question with the Canadian community out there, because me, living in Montreal was very interesting when it came to spirituality, and I know you live in Toronto, and I think from different, Canada always seemed to me that they always was hungry for what was coming from the States. A lot of stuff that was coming from the States. They wanted it. I mean, I could have sold anything and said it came from the States.
Here. We're the step cousins up here. We're like, oh, I want to be part of it.
Yeah, they wanted everything. I was selling African outfits and all kinds of stuff made in China. But damn,
they're like eating it up.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, y'all want that too? I said, so how do you feel what being living in Toronto? How do you feel the change has happened? Have you seen the change of the spiritual enlightenment and awareness out there in Toronto?
So spirituality is huge up here. I've spoken about this before. I was a part of the Caucasian only
Mm,
community. That was very, very powerful. And that's how I got my initiation into Reiki. I didn't know that the history of Reiki until later on, that it
mm,
came from our lineage. But um I yearned for a community of like-minded that look like me.
mm,
Um, my Caucasian sisters and brothers are amazing. They're amazing. They eat it up. They are, I find, more hungry for this type of knowledge here. But as the years progressed, I started to connect with more people that looked like me
mm,
um, than when I started. America has a huge community, though, in
yeah.
all the different states. We don't have that as concentrated. We have sprinkles.
Right,
So
right, right.
I would love to see, like a conference where we all get to come together.
Well, you could be the catalyst for that if you want. That's the eight energy. That's the nine energy. You could be
Sure.
the
'Cause
catalyst.
are there people here that would love to do this? Because I would love a team. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Come
great.
on.
You're already
Contact.
starting. Once you're starting to go out now and connect with people, that's a beautiful thing. Because a lot of people escaped to Canada from the Caribbean, from America. They escaped to Canada back in the day. So,
Mhm.
of course, Nova Scotia and Afriqueville and all those different places I used to hear about back in the day, that have a lot of melanated people that was traveling and making runs from all over the place. Caribbean people. Caribbeans love going to Canada,
I'm like,
man.
why though? Why? Every winter, I'm like, why? Why couldn't you find a safe, warm island country somewhere?
They want to
Why would you
experience
bring
it.
me here for torture? Don't you love me?
They want to experience the cold. They've never hear about snow. What snow?
No.
I mean, people celebrating Christmas in Jamaica and there ain't no snow out there.
Listen, the best Christmas I've ever had was in Florida, where
Somebody
there's
said
palm
it.
trees and I could
Somebody
go.
said somebody said in the Toronto would love to be a part of that.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, can you reach out to me, please?
Yes, you could hit you up by your link tree. Is that good? Is that
Yep,
good? You got your email and everything in there. That's good. You can
yep.
hit them up. That's our link tree right there. Link tree / or hit her up at the DM at
It,
Kerry-Ann Ingram at IG. Hit her up on a DM if you want to
yes,
reach out to her.
please.
All right. So yeah, so Toronto crew is coming through. So
And
I get some Montreal people. What's going on here? What you burning? Some weed? What's going on?
I don't smoke.
No weed, no ganja. How we at?
Palo Santo, just clearing the
Oh, Palo Santo ganja. Yes.
um, this weekend, for those people in Toronto, this weekend, I should have sent the flyer to you.
You should have.
The Jamaican Canadian Association, I'm a part of the Women's Committee. So we have a yearly event where we honor women, powerful women within the community this year it's women in the arts
Okay.
that are doing amazing things. And yeah, apparently I'm getting an award. So
Okay, congratulations. Very own Kerry-Ann Ingram is getting an award. Wow.
and if anyone in Toronto is interested in coming, tickets are still available. Go on my Instagram and I have the flyer.
And look here, that's interesting that you're part of that the Jamaican Canadian because I was also associated with them in Montreal. That is interesting. Back in the day, them and the whole Caribbean community thing. I was definitely associated with them. So that's good that they're still around in different parts of Canada. That they're still doing their thing. So I'm happy for them because usually those associations are connected to each other in
Mhm.
some form or fashion. Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg. If you could find them, that's where they at. That's what I went into the schools like Dawson or Concordia. Those are the organizations I always connected with because that's how you get in those schools. Instead of renting the hallway, you go through them and let them get the hallway for a cheaper, more price. Especially in colleges, get the venue for a more cheaper and reasonable price, so you don't have to pay these exuberant amount of prices and all that. So I'm so proud of you, girl. Congratulations. Do your thing. Make sure you let them know you're hosting a show and having fun.
Yeah. It's so funny because like I've been doing community work for a very long time. I have worked in the not-for-profit sector for a very long time as well. And I forget that this is, my alignment number. This is what I do. This is what I love doing. I work for free more often than I get paid because I love helping humans. I'm here on this planet to help elevate the vibration as well as elevating mine, because they go hand in hand. But, I love the work of giving back.
That's good. Toronto is waking up to a certain They continue doing it, and there's a new generation coming in. Also, I know that there's a whole new generation coming in to burn down Babylon. It is what it is.
That's our power. It is.
That's right.
And for those individuals who are here that have been doing the work and they felt very solo in the work,
yes,
I get it, and that's going to change. King Simon is here to save the day.
What happened? And since you're talking about awards, let's go right to people vote for me. I've been nominated for the second annual Conscious Award for Forbidden Knowledge. And let me play something real quick. Hold on, I didn't play this.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually.
That's right.
So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, his show is called. It was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes.
By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
So make sure y'all vote, family. Make sure y'all vote. I want to carry that awards away with us.
Yes.
I want to carry it right here to Atlanta. And the category is up there. Maybe you could call and text the number to vote. They'll text you back the whole list and everything. That's 954-245-00686. 0086. So as my dear Kerry-Ann is winning the award, I want to be able to win it this year too. So we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get that around. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a 3-day weekend. Celebrity basketball, because Billy used to be a coach of a basketball team, girls and boys and children. He used to coach them, and I met Lisa Leslie, the basketball player, at Billy's house. Oh, she is tall. I look like one of her child. Mommy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, mommy. I would have happy to sit on her lap, but her husband was there, so I didn't want to mess up.
You're like, excuse me? What are you doing?
And he's tall too. Her husband is tall also,
Wow. That's hilarious.
So I'm last year we got a nice little supportive award that's in the background here. But this year I'm there for the television host, and it's one of the most popular shows up there on numbers. And if they want to film something else, I need 4 cameras, not just 2 cameras this time. I need to be able to spin with the world and have some fun with this, because I'm gonna go in. So I can't wait to see. I hope they film you while you're accepting your awards, girl. Make sure somebody got you on camera filming, because we want to be able to play it on this show. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to see the filming. You know what I'm saying? No, don't play. I'll even start the show earlier next week, just to see it. Let's just see what's going on, what they do, and how they treated you, how they call you up. They say Kerry-Ann Ingram, or they say Ingram.
Yeah.
Don't say Ingram, say Ingram. Ingram, Kerry-Ann. You know how we do it. You know how we do.
Extra, the Jamaican.
Extra.
With an extra X. Oh my goodness.
But exactly, laughter is a healing vibe. That's why we do what we do. Please, 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 please like, subscribe, share. It's now 8:45 or 45 minutes after the hour all over the world.
Oh my gosh, already?
Huh?
You didn't even already, like, time just flies. Oh, that's
wonderful. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. It's all wonderful, my dear.
You still want to touch on
what's that? What are you talking about now? Where you going with this?
Growing pains. And kudos to you on that. Like, have you been drinking that bottle the whole day?
Yeah. Well, no, this is like half of this I've been drinking. That 2 days is like half a bottle. That's so I'm about to finish this. So I'm just trying to, because I'm drinking all the other fluids and stuff. So just to keep things moving. You know, because I eat like one meal a day. I'm trying to work down with one meal a day and then try to eat one meal every 2 days and then one meal every 3 days. So I'm going back to my Nation of Islam ways. And then I'm starting to get I'm getting a bump right here. So that means I'm purging. I could tell that once I start getting those little pimples, I said, oh, now it's trying to flush me out. Okay, right. I feel the pimple. And it'll be gone by tomorrow. So I know how this works.
Yeah.
So we're doing work. It's because I'm getting ready for to do this recording. Mm-hmm. And I just want to make sure the cadence is right, the fun, the energy, it can't sound like those regular audio books on sometimes those audio books be bugging me out.
So are you going to make it interactive? Because I was listening to this, what's it called? I'll tell you the name in a minute, but the speaker is so monotone. So I was like, oh my God, if this information wasn't so powerful, the secret teaching of all ages, Manly
I did that. Yeah, I didn't finish it all, but yes, I know which one you're talking about. Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's like this. He's very monotone, and I'm like,
most of them from that time. Yeah, most of them at that time was like that. You know,
no, not him. I'm listening to.
Oh, you mean the person that spoke? The Audible, okay.
And the person they hired to do the voiceover or the reading, it's very robotic, and I'm really having to really struggle to listen to get the info because it's heavy information as well.
Right.
So I finished the book, but it was a struggle.
You know, I like, you know who I like, the one that reads for Outwitting the Devil. I like him. I like how he flows, and he's actually imitating the voices of the devil and himself with reading Napoleon Hill's book. So that Outwitting the Devil is that's a good for spiritual development. That's a good listen. Very good listen for spiritual. And usually I give those type of assignments to people who wants to connect with me. And if they can't get through that one assignment, leave me alone. Because that particular, she frozen? You frozen? She frozen? Oh Lord, have mercy, she frozen. Let me take you off since you frozen. She frozen. I don't know what happened. Okay, she frozen. She needs to come back on, family. Oh, welcome back to Healing Vibes. King Simon is here waiting for Kerry-Ann Ingram to come in. Remember, family, do remember, make sure you hit us up at Linktree/Kerry-Ann Ingram. That's Linktree/King Simon, the numero Veta. That's Linktree/King Simon, the numero Veta. So yeah, I got the audio book about to come out. The raw one will be free. That won't be having a whole bunch of music and all that. But the other one is going to have meditative frequencies and all that. That will be on all platforms. My son is going to make sure I take care of that. My dear Kerry-Ann, I'm waiting for you to come back on. I hope everything is well. And I hope everybody on Instagram is doing well. Instagram, how you doing, Instagram? I see Miami's in the building. Oh, my goodness. Can Reiki possibly help me recover from stroke survivor? Okay, we're going to ask her that question when she come back in. Let me see where she's at. Okay, Boom, there she is. Welcome back. Welcome back. Dream was your ticket out. Welcome
My
back.
computer died.
Huh? Your computer?
My
Oh,
computer
Lord.
died.
That's why I keep my stuff plugged in. I don't play.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it was plugged in behind another plug.
Somebody
Somebody asked a quick question on Instagram. They said, just had it. Can Reiki possibly help with a recovering stroke survivor?
Reiki can help on the energetic level for every and anything.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I don't want them to try to strike us down for no medical. No.
You're sitting there being like, answer this correctly, Kerry-Ann.
I'm like, okay, girl, don't you say nothing, cray. We're about to put you backstage again because you bugging. Now, in the energetic rate, that makes more sense than trying to say yes, it can and blah blah. But that was good. That was a good answer. Get that a round of applause. Let's see if they got any more. See if they got any more questions over here on Instagram. I'm sorry. I haven't been answering the questions. I see y'all have been posting some type of questions on Instagram. Can you check your Instagram? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm checking now.
Okay. Okay, and somebody asked me, you got my vote. Can't wait to meet you at the second annual. Oh, thank you. Planta Power 22. Okay, big up to y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun over there. Y'all know how I do. I'm not a medical advice. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we ain't giving away medical advice. You know that. We don't want to do that. Whoa. whoa. Stop.
We're not, I would love to, but we're not, based on the language and how they have weaponized language. We have to be very, very conscious of how we use our words to explain what it is that we do and what they have taken from us to do what they do. So, yeah.
That's right. Don't play with this. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what she's saying, basically. So, that's good. So nobody else. I didn't get no more questions out of the chat. So yeah. Where were we going before you left? What happened? We was going somewhere. We went somewhere. There was a question. Oh yeah, we was going into growing pains.
Growing pains, yes.
Right. So I know I did a whole dissertation about growing pains. What's your experience with your and I still got it on the board: emotional, spiritual, and physical growing pains, because they all work together somehow. What's going on? How was your growing pains into this spiritual reality, especially coming out of and doing all?
I was while I was smoking, I was into
what?
But so the thing with since our audience, I forget our audience is very spiritual, so you guys will understand this,
right?
When I did my first Reiki training, I did it a week before I was to go away on a vacation, kind of like Estella got her group back, but like a younger version. So really? I was taking myself on a solo vacation, which I've never done prior to this. And I went away, had a good time. During that time, I decided, because of what was happening to me before, that this was it. I was going to quit smoking. I've been wanting to, like, prior to that, I did hypnosis. I did patches. I did pills. I did teas. I did those, whatchamacallit, they're the patches you put on your hands, you put on your skin. I also did when you take your cigarettes, your pack, and you submerge it in water, and then you throw them into the garbage, and you're like, I am never smoking again. That's it. And then something stressful in your life happens, and then you find yourself walking to the store unconsciously buying, and then you're like this. Yeah. After my first level, y'all, spirit was like, you not learn, y'all go feel. Jamaican.
Exactly.
When you not learn, you all go feel. So listen, when you don't listen, you will feel it the hard way. That's so right. I felt the energy of death coming. And it was this intense feeling of, if you don't stop this time, you will have to leave this realm. And within a week, I like super athletic. I've always been an athletic person. One flight of stairs was giving me shortness of breath. I couldn't walk up these stairs.
Wow.
And I didn't understand what was happening to me. My lungs were failing quickly. And I was like, holy crap, because I opened up myself to receive more of the universal healing energy. So there is a contradiction. If I am unhealthy, you know, putting poison in my body, trying to heal other people. So I said, okay, spirit, I hear you loud and clear. I'm going to listen. So I listened, and it has, removed it, but it was painful. And the whole awakening state, you know, we hear about spiritual awakening is so beautiful. Oh my God.
White folks sound like that.
Butterfly and bunnies and just yumminess, stars. Nah, bitch. You're on the floor. You're in tears. You're in a fetal position. There's snot running out of your nose. And you're like, why? What is happening to me? Why is life so painful? That's spiritual awakening. That is your dying off of the old self. And you are being prepared for the new self to be reborn through you. So the first time that happened to me, I was like, what the fuck? Am I dying? Sorry. I swore. My potty mouth. But I was like, am I dying? What is this?
Right.
And then as I got more into my healing, I started to understand or understand that this was what every time I elevated to a new level of growth, this would happen. So to just be forewarned. So now I just, whenever I feel a heaviness come over me, I know that I'm going through some rebirthing. Like recently, I've just I called my advisor, and I had like a major, like, I'm depressed. Life is heavy. I don't want to do anything. I don't want any part of anything. And wonderful gentleman, he's just like, okay, Kerry-Ann, we're gonna figure this out. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. And I understood that was a part of a new opening for me, you know. And this is what happens every time I am preparing to embark on a new level. So that's my experience.
Yes, give that a round of applause. That is it is not an easy road, believe me, family. I tell people that all the time. That's what I said on the live when I taught on that particular subject, that it's not an easy road. And you know, I've been having growing pains since I was 8 years of age.
Yeah.
So and all of us go through like the ESP of growing pains is, you know, that ESP of growing pains, like I got on my board, although you can't see, it's blurred out. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically, it's all a part of the journey, and working on the journey as much as you can, you know. And I don't, you know, I haven't stopped, and it's a nonstop work. Iyanla Van Zan has said it, Queen of Four have said it, so many great ones have said it is a nonstop work.
What
Iyanla said one time, she said, if you're in therapy and it's not taking you anywhere, then why are you in therapy? Because therapy is supposed to take you from one level to the next level, from one healing modality or working on yourself to a next healing. Some people need to stay on it because, you know, like out here, Charlemagne from Breakfast Club keep on saying that he goes, he is therapy at least 4 times a week. Yeah, maybe you need to see that 4 times a week. But if you're not growing from it and you're still doing foolishness and still getting caught up in madness, I mean, I know that's the show. That's the algorithms that they want to build up.
Yeah.
So I respect that, because I used to be on radio. I used to do a morning show, and I know what it's like to get up. I was hearing Jessica Larry speak about getting up early in the morning. I said, oh, I dread those days when I used to get up early in the morning to do a morning. And I wouldn't mind doing a morning show online. I wouldn't mind doing one, but it wouldn't be that early. You know what I'm saying? And every day, because I'm already training myself to come on every day with my spirit. Because as soon as I come out of Dream World, I got something to say.
Yeah.
You know, and I know, you know, I know that it why am I doing it? I'm doing it because, like I said on my live, I said, you know, time is not promised to anyone. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here, and I'm not sure how long you're going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just hearing all the people just falling out around me.
Facts.
So I want to be a solution as much as I possibly can while I'm on this planet. And like this person say, there no pain without growth. That's true.
Yep.
And pain is pleasure, my sweet, sweet beloved. That's what somebody say. Pain is
Yeah.
pleasure. Yeah,
It's
it
so,
depends.
Yep.
I hear you.
It's so funny that you said that
Uh-huh.
yours started at 8. I did a track back and tracked that all of my stuff started at 8 as well.
And that's my life path. 8 is my life path. So you know how that, that's the whole thing too. So, and that's what I've tried. So yeah, yours would definitely start around 8, 9, or those type of
8. That's when I ripped from Jamaica to come to Canada to live with my mom.
Wow, see?
I was 7, but I had like turned 8 when I got here. So
right.
And when I left home at 16.
And that's when I left. That's when I changed over and became Muslim at around 16, 17. So that's interesting.
Isn't
it? Yeah, that's what I was about. That's when I was getting in my knowledge, because I got into the 5% around 14, then became Muslim, took my Shahada around 16, going into 17. And then 17, 18, I went right into the community and lived in that community for a good 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I went to Jamaica to hang out with my grandfather, to connect with him a little bit more and do my thing. So yeah, sometimes you have to go to Jamaica. I went into the country and I was at rivers bathing butt ass naked, man. And I just got down and made prayer.
Yeah.
The Islamic prayer, Salat. And I made prayer there because I knew I was making another move in my life. And I understood that at 16, 17. That's why I went to Jamaica for 6 months. Stayed out there on an open ticket and came back. My grandmother helped me. I saved up my money to buy an open ticket, and my grandmother helped me with the balance. And that was it, man. She rested in eternal peace. And I was out there between, and it was beautiful, going back to those country like living and watching people bathe and wash their clothes in the river. And then I walked all the way up that stream, and all that stream, you seeing the water come down off the mountain up there in Port Antonio, up a Swift River. And so that's where I have family up there that's still living like that. Lights cut off. You just got to depend on the moon and the stars to get to where
that's how I grew up. Yep.
That's how I remember. And that's such a beautiful, I always remember that. So when I'm in the mountains over here in Stone Mountain and I look up and I see, that reminds me of what Jamaica is.
Yeah.
And it's dark in my backyard. You go in my backyard, you hear all of the critters.
Oh, I love it.
So it's like, and I love it too. And then I'm gonna build a little tree house. I'm working on a little tree house. I'm working on
nice.
Or a thing that I can stand or just sit down and just watch. But I have to climb the tree, and I have to start climbing and putting the wood up there as by myself. So it's gonna be. I got to make sure I have a secure level of doing it.
Do you have binoculars?
I have a monocular, but I have to buy a new binocular because I put it.
What's a monocular?
It's only one monocular, but I had a binoculars, but it's in my my storage. So when my son come back from New York, visiting with his aunt on his mother's side, he visited my mother today also. So he's gonna come back.
How is your mom?
Oh, she's good. She's about to turn 85, and we're gonna be over there enjoying her 85th birthday when I go out to New York. When I go to New York for April 13th, 14th, and do that event, I'm gonna be there till the 22nd, and actually do her birthday on the 21st of April. So when last you been to New York? She had to take a deep breath. That's one of those. You went like this. You can't even remember when you've been to New York.
I think it was 2017 summer.
Right.
For Carnival weekend.
Oh, you was there for Carnival?
Yeah, it was so fun. We didn't do the parade. We just did the parties, obviously, because we have the parade here.
Oh yeah, you have Carafet, right?
Carabana.
Carabana is in Montreal.
I don't know.
What they call it? Yeah, they call it Carafetting in Montreal, I think. I know they call it a different thing than Carabana, which y'all have
We
over there.
wouldn't go to Montreal.
I've been to Carabana over there, but I was doing security. I was doing bodyguard work at that time, and for Buju Bantown, I was doing bodyguard work for that time. You know, so why no bodyguard? And I said, don't worry, with security. Bodyguard. you can't guard my body, you know. Don't worry.
I love it.
Me and my martial arts.
Jamaican. So Jamaican.
Yeah. And at that time, he was developing his locks with rubber bands on it. So he was just developing his locks.
Oh, wow.
So that Butcher it was 92, 92, 93, 90, around that time for Carabana. We was out there with
92. Wow.
Yeah. How old were you then? About 92.
I was 12.
Yeah, you wasn't out there, no Carabana.
I was a little baby.
And they had a big show, too. They had him, MC Light, CC Pennison, some soca artists. They had Tragedy also was part of the act. So it was a big show at the stadium. And what's the large stadium in Canada again?
There's Lamport. I think it was Lamport. That's where they used to have them. Yeah, Lamport.
Yes, Lamport. That's it. As soon as you said Lamport, that got me in my head. I remember Lamport. I wish I had that flyer. I'm gonna have to Google it to see if that flyer is around 1992, 1993. Lamport. I was there. Wow. Yeah, right around that time. Yeah, 1992. I was in Canada. Yep, I remember that. Man, but yeah. Well, we had a good show. We had a little fun time. I mean, we had a great time. Thank you very much. We had a wonderful time. You know, hey, it's 9:07, baby. 9:07.
9:07.
Yeah, Easy E's birthday. 9:07. I'll remember these birthdays, but and it's also that's what's his name? Jonathan Major's birthday too.
Oh, really?
And September 7th. Yes. I know. How do I keep on remember these people's birthday? But so
what is oh my goodness.
Megan?
Club Shay Shay.
Oh, what's so interesting? That's funny you asked about because he's born on the 26th, but he's born June 26th. Oh. And today he had Steve Stout on his show. Okay. And I said on my show, on my Instagram, that Steve Stout is born the same day he born.
Oh.
So both of them, this is going to be it's going to be a very interesting connection. And sure enough, it was a very interesting because this time he didn't just sit on the couch. He was walking around in Queens with him, showing him different spots where hip hop started in Queens.
Right.
So it was a very interesting, very informative. I knew it was going to be that. Cool. I knew it was going to be very informative, especially about business because Steve Stout was about business and marketing. You'll like that show. Watch him and Steve Stout. And they breaking it down about marketing and business. And I took a few pointers of what I would like to do as far as what I'm doing with my numerovation. So I was taking a few points. I didn't even finish watching this. I'm gonna watch it before I finish because my sessions don't start until 12 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. So I'll be able to
have a lot of time.
Yeah. I usually don't get sleep until around 2, get rest until around 2 o'clock in the morning anyway, because I'm still up.
I was so shocked when I sent you those images that you responded. I was like, he's awake. Oh my God.
I'm awake. I'm on. What's up, E-Toy? Big up to E-Toy. What's up, girl? This is a friend of mine that used to do spoken word and a good friend of mine. Nice. Yeah, she used to. I've had her on my show before, and I had on. She had Phil Valentine on her show when she used to do her podcast. She used to do podcasts. Okay. My mom remembers everybody's birthday too. Could be a total stranger. Yes, Stevie Wonder is good at that too. Stevie Wonder will remember your birthday. You know what I'm saying? And he's born May 13th.
With Stevie Wonder, I'm actually not shocked because when one sense goes, your other ones are activated and heightened. So with that,
They said, who said it?
He remembers people from their voice.
I think it was either Jamie Foxx who said, you tell Stevie Wonder your birthday 30 years ago, he'll remember it that day. I'm like the same way.
Fun fact.
Huh?
I have a fun fact.
What's the fun fact?
I actually sung with Jamie Foxx.
You sung with the guy born on December 13th, Mr. Jamie Foxx?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you
sing? Piano. In the hotel lobby, and I was singing with him. He was dating my ex-fiance's sister at the time.
I thought you were about to spill some tea here. I'm gonna get this coffee going.
Okay, hold on, everybody. The show is extended.
Hold on one blood clot minute. She
No,
about
like
to steal some coffee from Jamie Foxx.
no, my experience, he was a really cool guy.
Yeah,
Like
he's a good guy. I heard
everywhere we went though, we like picked up just an entourage of crazy people, like just massive amounts of people.
Yeah, especially with him, right?
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, he
Like,
got a whole
who are
vibe.
these people?
He's a Sagittarius, so remember that's the entertainment sign. So they draw everybody in, like when you watch Dr. Sabi and he's in the bedroom just sitting, the whole bunch of other people around him, like, yes, and I want to talk some shit right now. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Turn on the camera, Mr. G. Turn on the camera. I want to talk some shit. Sabi was stupid. I love Sadie, but oh man. So, but my dear, let's get on out of here because we got things to do. Yes. We got lives to live in Canada and in America. So big up to Canada, big up to America, and all the people in Africa, and all the people in England, all over the world.
Yes.
you got those? Get out of here. You got them?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. Remember next week we got Miss Glow Up coming in, baby. Miss Glow Up is gonna be in the building glowing with us on the 13th.
Pull up.
Lot of mercy. Miss Glow Up herself, Hadia Barbell, will be with us. I'm so proud of this sister. I know her since she was a child. And when she wanted to be a rap artist, I know her since then. And on December 10th, the start of Ramadan, anybody that's going to be fasting, I'm going to have a Muslim sister on Sunday. Her name, I didn't do the flyer. She's a aromatherapist.
Oh,
so
nice.
I want to talk about that. So you let me know if you want to come on. Denise Renee Muhammad is very good at this aromatherapy.
Yeah.
And I want her to tell a story because she don't actually walk. She's in a wheelchair, but she has clients and she really take care of people she told me the story before. But I want her to tell her story that even when you're going through that you can also heal. And I wanted her on a Wednesday, but she only could do it's crazy. I know Wednesday we got to do our thing, but let me know if you want to come on Sunday so we can talk to her because, that aromatherapy, she knows the scent. She wrote books on it. She's a very good sister. And
this
she
Sunday?
lives in, huh? This 10th. Yeah, the 10th. Yeah.
I have my event.
Oh, yes, that's right. You got the award thing.
Pull up this Sunday.
With the flyer, I share screen. You can share screen.
Oh, yes.
Share screen real quick. Let them know what's going on. Share the screen and see what I go on and we can deal with it real quick. A lot of mercy. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Kerry-Ann. Ingram,
thank you, love lifted me.
Lord, lift us up where we belong. Where the eagles fly. The mountains high. I'm in the mountains too. Lord.
You guys heard him. He actually can sing really well.
Every now and then.
Voice.
As a matter of fact, family, this particular children's book is based on my reggae song that went up to number 5 on the chart. It's going to be out by spring.
Okay.
Let we tell the story. Yes, it's black. It's white. But let we tell the story. That's the name of the song. But it's actually based off of my song. I'm changing a lot of my songs to children's books because they were very conscious back in those days. So I'm changing a lot of them to children's books.
Can you see it?
Hold on, let me put you up. I got it. I see it. A lot of mercy. Woo, Lord, look on that. Look on the woman there. We wish we did that. If me did that, let me talk to all of them. Whoa.
So yeah, this is the host, Amoy Ray, and the keynote, Kwame. And
when you link up with them, see if you can get them. We can probably interview one of them or two of them or one of them one day. Get connected, please. Let's get them on. I like what we're doing here. Go ahead.
What are you doing? What are we
doing?
So yes, you guys, this is the flyer. This is early bird is over, so the price is $60 in Canada, and the address is there 995 Arrow Road in Toronto. at the JCA headquarters, and you could just scan. You could pause this and scan the QR code right there on the flyer, and it will bring you to the link to purchase the tickets.
And you've been nominated, huh? You've been nominated, huh? You're in. You win an award. Again, let's get that a round of applause. Anybody you see interesting there, try to get their contact. Let's do it. Let's talk to them.
Okay.
I'm getting them on at least between now and April or May or whatever. Whatever we can do, we can get them on and have some fun with them on a Wednesday. And let's set them off. I want the Canadian sisters, because I know there's some good Canadian sisters that I've known over the years that are
some brothers. We must be fair. There are some cool brothers as well doing some really powerful things.
Yes.
There is, I forgot his name.
Don't worry, it will come to me.
It will come to me.
We're focusing. This is Women's History Month. History Month.
This is our month. This is our month
of Women's History. I was going to put on some men this year. I was going to put on some men this month, but I said, nah, I'll wait. I'll wait till the Aries energy come in, and we could do that because I got Wesley Muhammad, Nori Muhammad. I got them coming in soon, so that should be very interesting. I'm reading their books right now. I'm reading like 4 books at one time, knocking them out. So, but congratulations there, and Amoya Ray. That's Ree. Amoya Ree. I see it. And B, what's her name? B Kwame.
Kwame. Yeah.
B Kwame. What they got the B and the Ree. What's going on here? Ree.
You know what? I didn't even notice that.
Well, that's my numeration mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I look at words and names like bop, 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 bop.
They were meant to be. It was meant to be.
Yeah, Rebe. Like Rebe, that's Michael Jackson's sister, Rebe. Oh man! So everybody, make sure if y'all in Toronto or if in any part of Canada that can reach Toronto, or if you're in Detroit and you can reach Toronto, right over there near the Great Lakes, go on over there and have some fun at the International Women's Day celebration lunch and awards event. That's March the 10th, 1 p.m. all the way to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are they live streaming? You don't know there's no live stream or nothing.
No, there's no live streaming.
Okay. You see the early bird price, but it's already late. So $60 per person at 9.
And you know what? It's a charity. It's a not-for-profit organization. This organization helps newcomers in education.
Yes.
Community helps for community building within the Caribbean sector and Afro sector. So this is a really integral organization that is needed. So these events help to celebrate the hard work and the achievements of people within the community that have been doing really awesome work in the community, but also it's a fundraising to generate money to help to still be able to put on the programs to facilitate the community.
Beautiful. Happy for those ladies and everybody that are there. All of the recipients of the awards and yourself. Congratulations award. How many awards have you won throughout your life? She got so many she can't.
Not so many. A few.
You got so many awards you can't even count. Like Don King used to say, if you could count your money, you ain't got no money. So I totally get it. So I try not to count my money. I want to make sure I have this money.
Don King.
Etoy congratulates you.
Thank you, Etoy.
Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn.
Yep. And remember, you guys, also go vote for King Simon for the Forbidden Knowledge award. It's well deserved. This guy puts in the work.
Mercy. Let me show you under that sign there. Booyaka! You could text to vote. Any one of y'all, all over the world. I don't care where you at. Go text me. You gotta vote for other people. There's other categories. So you got Shaka Bars is in one of the categories. Brother Rich is in one of the categories. Dr. B is in one of the categories. So hey, awesome. Come on. Some of the sisters a few great sisters are in the category.
Awesome.
White, black, Asian. Asian, all of that.
I love this.
Indian. I like Billy Carson's awards because it's
Yeah.
an eclectic mix of people.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, if you could come on down. Let's go to Miami. Come hang out, girl. Stop playing. It's
Right?
your birthday. Stop playing. It's your birthday, boy. We could go working out at the gym together. You know what I'm saying? Go chill out. You know. I think you should come on out. I want to introduce you to Billy Carson and Elizabeth. I think you should come on.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I cannot remember the last time I was in Miami or Florida. I think it was it. Oh no, it was in 2014 when I had a stopover at Miami X. Horrible, worst airport.
Oh,
just saying.
We'll go to Miami X, Lord of mercy. That's why it's called Miami X. It's X'd out of my mind. I don't even do it no more.
That was the last time, but before that I've been, like, I spent time in Miami has been years.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like my aunt, my cousins, they're all there.
Yeah, come on down, man. Come on down. Come on down, girl. I'm gonna be there. And when I'm in there, because we got the basketball game, celebrity basketball, we got the celebrity luncheon, and we're gonna hope to do a whole lecture. A celebrity cruise. We got a celebrity cruise. All of us gonna be on the cruise, and then there's gonna be a book signing, major book signing. I think they're gonna let me know if I have to do anything. And
when is it again?
It's the 2nd all the way to the 4th. April 2nd to the 4th. August 2nd through the 4th.
August.
Yeah, 2nd. Yeah. That's the other side of Aquarius. All right. Leo energy, girls. All
yes.
Leo. So we're going to be doing.
That's my north node.
So you need to come out of that north and come on down south.
I'm supposed to be in my Leo energy in this lifetime. I'm supposed to be in my sun.
I'm trying to once you come down, once I introduce you to Elizabeth, she's gonna love you. She Aquarius, she's gonna love you. Once I introduce you to Elizabeth,
I love Aquariuses.
And I'm telling you, once I tell her what you do, you might even get a show out of it. It's all about networking.
Yeah,
really network and it's conscious. It's a conscious awards.
Yeah, which is so freaking cool. That is something that a lot of people within this industry.
Okay, that's a North Node. That's eToy's North Node too. North Node.
Okay. How you doing?
She's Scorpion though with a North Node. Lord Jesus.
Oh, what is? I'm like now interested. I'm like, what's your rising?
Oh, you got to tell her. You tell her your rising, girl. Where you rising at?
Your rising, your sun, and your moon.
Yes. So aren't you becoming more proficient at astrology? So I want to make sure you get ready to get busy with it. Come on now.
Yeah, it's
coming, right?
Beautiful science. It's a lifetime studying. Like it's.
Yes, everything is lifetime, isn't it?
It's so beautiful though. Like the ahas where you're like, oh, whoa, just understanding how, as above, so below. Everything that is happening within us is happening outside of us based on the energies that is permeating in our ethers, the ether. And, even having a deeper understanding of the circle, the square, and the triangle. And how that all intertwines within this beautiful science of astrology,
which Kateri knows called astrologics.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, astrologic. Yes.
Big up to Kateria knows, another excellent astrologer out there. I've had her on my show before. She's born a day before me, January 31st, and her husband is born January 11th.
Oh, wow.
I be remembering things. She was like, how you remember my husband's birthday? I said, girl, he born the same day as Kim Coles and Mary J. Blige. That's how I remember.
Oh, Mary J. Blige as well. That's interesting.
Yeah, January 11th. Yeah, Mary J. Blige. And Kim Coles, I knew personally because I used to go to her house and hang out with her brother.
But I didn't know Mary J. was an Aquarian. She's a February Aquarian.
January 11th.
Oh.
Yeah, January. No,
Capricorn.
Not Capricorn. Yeah, okay. But that 11 is an Aquarian energy in numerology. So that makes a lot of sense with what she. That's why her energy was so different when you watched her documentary or her biopic. It's like, wow, I see where she wanted to. That's why she said she would have told her younger self this, that, because she was something else when she was young. And she was just, her head was moving and doing this. I was like,
you know what? I get so much flack for this. I did not like when I was younger, I did not gravitate to Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
When I got older, I was like, Mary J is the bomb diggity bomb. How come I didn't like her then? It's so bizarre.
Because a lot of her great songs was when she was going through stress. A lot of her greatest, and 11 is that song, those numbers that can go through relationship stress. Little Kim is born under 11. Terrence Howard is born under 11. Mary J. Blige born under 11. Of course, people like what's the face there? What's the face? Kim Coles, like I said, is born on the 11th. Also, Minister Farrakhan is born under that 11. Sometimes they go through their ups and downs, especially if they got a mission. Mm-hmm. It's a rough road to keep a relationship unless you have the discipline around it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Minister Farrakhan been married to his wife for 50-something years, so that's a whole nother thing. But he still speak about how he lost a lot of footing with some of his children because of the mission, and and I understand that, because it can take you where you got to go. It can take you away from your children when you got to speak all over the world and teach. Yeah. When you have those type of leaders and all that kind of stuff, I got it. Mm-hmm. I understand it, so let's get on out of here because I got things to do.
I know I should say that for a while. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for sharing your energy with us, showing up. Make sure, again, please subscribe, please share this out, please leave us a comment because that actually helps the algorithm. It shows YouTube that this content is valuable so that it can be pushed in front of more eyes. That's all it is. They won't push out our content unless you guys give the okay. So this is why commenting, sharing, and liking is so important. It's not for our ego. It is so that more people who really need to have access to this message gets that through the sharing. Okay? Thank you. Mwah. Love you all so much.
And please go to our Linktree / Kerry-Ann Ingram, or my Linktree at / King Simon the Numerator. You get all of our products, all of the books, everything you want to purchase, all right? And get it going, all right? My dear, we will talk on the other side of town.
Yes. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Blessings, everyone.
All right, take care. All right, family, we are out of here.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are mere fragments from the periphery of the African cultural and spiritual system. And so I'm still making that statement that Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are fragments from the periphery of the African spiritual and cultural system.
The legend Professor James Smalls with special guests Destiny Pendarvis and Tassili Ma'at. Get your tickets at Linktree / King Simon the Numerator. Get them now.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually.
Right.
So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes.
By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree / King Simon the Numerator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.